It's a great privilege and honor for me to speak young generation of tomorrow, and I really appreciate that you guys set up this organization, this group, particularly for Kashmir. Kashmir is an issue which is most forgotten and most neglected in the world, unfortunately. Saga of Kashmir is so painful, full of miseries and agonies. All kind of repression and oppression have been inflicted upon people of Kashmir for the last 75 years. But in spite of all these barbaric acts of torture, persecution, subjugation, countless sacrifices, and unbearable circumstances, people of the state of Jammu and Kashmir continued their struggle for freedom with unwavering determination and mounting courage. Let's pay a tribute to all of them with a round of applause. Since we have a learned speaker, Dr. Imam Mujahid and Brother Junaid, they will light upon current situation. But being a Kashmiri, I would like to light upon a little bit about the history of Kashmir. Though history of Kashmir is very old, some of you know that Islam came in Kashmir in 1320th century, where a king of Kashmir, converted to Islam. His name was Rachin Shah, and he gave himself a new name of Sultan Sadruddin Shah. He became a Muslim on the invitation of a Muslim scholar and preacher, Hazrat Shah Hamdan from Iran. And after that, for hundreds of years, Kashmir was a state of Muslims. But when Britain took over India, of course, they also occupied Kashmir. And in 1846, they sold Kashmir to Gulab Singh family of Jammu. And Gulab Singh family, with the help of Ranjit Singh, who was ruler of Punjab at that time, they established their rule in Kashmir. And at that time, Kashmir was having 4 provinces: Ladakh, Gilgit-Baltistan, Valley of Kashmir, and Jammu, which is occupied by India, and some areas of Jammu are now called Azad Kashmir. They are in, we call them Azad Kashmir, and they say it is Pakistani occupied Kashmir. And as a population of all areas of Kashmir is about 18 million, which is more than 108 countries of the world. Those are members of General Assembly. And similarly, area of Kashmir is about 85,000 square miles, which is almost more than 100 countries of the world. But unfortunately, Kashmir has been gone through such luxurious situation in different times. And movement of Kashmir was not started after partition, but it was started in 1931 when a horrific incident happened in Kashmir, an incident that was unique. One person, Muslim, started reciting the Azan, and forces of Maharaja killed him. So other persons started the Azan from the same place, and similarly they start killing, and 24 people got killed, and person number 24, he completed Azan, mashallah. After that, demonstration and protest sparks in all Kashmir, and people of Kashmir decided to get rid of that Maharaja government, because there was a population of 75% was Muslim and rest was Hindu, Christian, Buddhist, Sikhs and other communities. Another development happened in 1940 when resolution of Pakistan was passed and people got energized. Then 1947, Britain agreed to divide and leave India, and they agreed on a partition plan. According to partition plan, it was decided that Hindu majority states will go to India and Muslim majority state will constitute Pakistan. There was also more than 300 other princely states, those were not directly ruled by Britain, but indirectly. And those states, it was decided that those states can join either India or Pakistan or remain independent. Kashmir was one of those states, and by both principle of partition, it was supposed to go to Pakistan or independent, but it never happened because population was Muslim, ruler was Hindu, and there was kind of a different interest. But in spite of that, Hindu ruler wanted to keep Kashmir as an independent. He came to Pakistan, met Quaid-e-Azam, and signed an agreement with Pakistan called Standstill Agreement, means that Kashmir will remain independent till further action. And he went to India to sign the same kind of agreement, but India refuses to do that. During this period, some other events happened. Muslim majority areas of Jammu and Gilgit-Baltistan people revolted against Maharaja, and they succeeded to push Maharaja forces out of these areas. Another event happened in, actually 6th November was yesterday, on 6th November 1947 in Jammu, where 100,000 Muslims was massacred by extremist Hindus and Sikhs. So when this news reached to Pakistan, large number of Pashtun tribes came to Kashmir. Some went to Jammu, some went to Kashmir. And in that situation, Maharaja requested India to help militarily. India refused to do that and put a condition that they can do only if he sign an accession agreement. Anyhow, India announced that Maharaja signed an accession agreement, but now a Britain scholar, researcher, historian, Alistair Lamb says there is no such agreement exists. But India uses this pretext to invade in Kashmir. So 27th October 1947, India invaded in Kashmir by airlifting its forces because there was no direct land contract of India in Kashmir except two. There was only two routes, one from Muzaffarabad, one from Punch, and both were in the control of Muslim freedom fighters. So after that, Pakistan, after invasion of India, Pakistan announced to help and go in Kashmir and help people of Kashmir. So in that situation, India realized that in that kind of situation, India will not be able to control the Kashmir. So India went to United Nations. This is the India who went to United Nations, and United Nations asked both countries for immediate ceasefire and passed a resolution. And according to those resolutions, it was decided that there would be a free and fair plebiscite in Kashmir where people will have a right to express their right to self-determination. And after that, many resolutions passed, but subsequently nothing happened, unfortunately. The reason was that at that time, Pakistan was in the bloc of United States and West, and India was in the bloc of Soviet Union. Whenever Pakistan introduces a submit resolution, Soviet Union vetoed that. And that was the reason it was never decided. And unfortunately, there is a lot of things in between, but I know there is not much time. And ironically, this time what happened in 2019, when India again invaded in Kashmir, abolished the special status of Kashmir, and China submitted a resolution for Kashmir. And ironically, this time, United States vetoed that resolution. United States is the country who drafted resolution on Kashmir and who put it resolution on Kashmir in 1947. And it shows that this issue also become a victim of world politics and world power, unfortunately. And it shows that these world powers don't have a principles. Principles are just in the books, but practically I think political interest, financial interest are more important, which is unfortunate. And cutting long story short, now the important question is at this time, what's going on inside? Kashmir is still under siege and people are still facing worst type of persecution. And what India is doing, India is repeating same strategy as as Israel uses against Palestine to, according to that policy, what they are doing, they are increasing the persecution and the repression, and also they are changing the demographic, and also they are cutting Kashmir from all over the world. There is no journalist, no independent organization, no senator, no congressman, no representative for any part of the world can go there. And India think that India will end this movement and this freedom movement and occupy Kashmir completely. But do you think it will happen? No. Answer is no, because people of Kashmir sacrifices more than 100,000 lives of their loved ones. They face rape, torture, all kind of persecution, and they decided no matter what, they'll continue their struggle till freedom. And now I think it's our obligation, your obligation, and we all are citizens of powerful country, and also we are citizens of a world. And so we should play our role, and we can play our role by spreading the message, to getting more knowledge about Kashmir, and spreading the message, and try to muster support to resolve this issue by peaceful means, because it's important for humanity, it's important for people of Kashmir, and it's important for India and Pakistan both, because population of both countries, 50% population of both countries living under poverty line, and they are spending big chunk of their budget on the army, which is unfortunate. And also both countries have the nuclear, and if war happens between these countries, it can transform easily to a nuclear war. That could be disastrous for the whole world and for the region. So as a citizen of world, it's responsibility of everyone, and I think it's a global issue, and we should have a global movement for the cause of Kashmir. Thank you very much, and before leaving, I would like to remind one great saying of great civil rights leader, Dr. King. Dr. King said, "Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere." I would like to add one word with due apology. Injustice anywhere is a threat to peace and justice everywhere, because if there is no justice, no peace, no prosperity. Thank you very much. Jazakallah.